Hello again, folks. It's been a lovely day here in Reading, hot and sunny, so I finally managed to get out into the garden, and I thought I'd make a quick video explaining how to propagate these wonderful, magical Comfrey plants. Now, a Comfrey plant is a very special plant. It's often nicknamed the miner plant, because what it does is it has incredibly long roots. These aren't particularly long at the moment because these are only planted last year from a fresh root, but these roots grow incredibly long straight down into the soil, and they mine all of the nourishing soil that most other plants don't get to, and they bring the nourishment of the soil through the root system into the stems and into these wonderful leaves, as you can see. Basically what you do with these is when they've grown to the point where they have their purple flowers are about to open, you cut the stems and the leaves down to just above ground level, and then you can either chop those leaves and stems up and add them to your garden as mulch, or you can turn them into a fantastic black kind of thick liquid feed for all your plants. It's an amazing plant. It's one of the best fertilizers you can possibly use on your garden or house plants, and it's particularly good for fruits and vegetables. But people often plant comfrey around the bottom of their fruit trees and chop the leaves, leave them on the ground where they lie. They decompose in the soil around the tree and feed the tree. They're wonderful plants. Anyway, you can make your own plants from these very simply. All you have to do, dig up a plant, as I have here, and then these roots here, what you want to do, these sort of thin roots, you want to chop these off, as you can see right there. Chop these off, and then you want to chop those long pieces into smaller segments. These are a little bit thicker, into smaller root segments. People tend to say 2 to 3 centimeters long, but it doesn't really matter. But that kind of length is absolutely perfect. And then to produce new plants, you simply plant them. Now I'm using toilet tubes. Obviously the toilet paper's been used, but I'm using toilet tubes. These are wonderful because they're free. Most people have them in their house. If you save them up during the year, when it comes to the spring and planting time, you can plant seeds in these tubes. You can plant pretty much anything in them. Environmentally friendly, which is important. They biodegrade. And the third thing, and the reason that I like them so much, is if you plant something in these tubes with a root system, when you want to plant them, when they get to a certain size and you want to plant them into the garden, you don't actually have to take the plant out of the tube. You simply take the whole tube, put it in the garden, and over time the cardboard tube will rot. The roots will push through and the root system isn't disturbed. I've got them standing in a seed tray, as you can see. It's got holes in the bottom. And the reason I put it in a seed tray is because to water them, you should always water anything planted in a cardboard tube from the bottom, because if you water from the top using a watering can, you can actually cause the tubes to cave in, and you can also wash away soil and disturb early root systems. So I water them by simply putting the whole seed tray into another large tray with lots of water in it, and gradually the water will work its way up the tube to water the plant. So anyway, to make new comfrey plants, take your tiny root section, make a hole in the soil in your cardboard tube. The root goes in. Just move the soil around so it makes contact. And once I've done that, I just get a few fingers full of compost. I'm using a sort of general multi-purpose potting compost, and just cover the root, and there you go. Another one here. Hole with the finger. Root section. Put the root section. You want to put the root section in so it's just beneath the surface. Put the soil around the root to make contact, and a few fingers of soil on top. And there you go. And within a couple of weeks you'll get very tiny little green comfrey leaves, and there's your new comfrey plant. Now when I finish with this plant I'm going to make some more. What I'll do is, there's not a great deal of root on here to cut, but I'll use this piece here, and then what I'll do is I'll chop the leaves and stems here, and then this original piece of root will go back into the garden. One comfrey plant with longer roots than this, you know, you can make possibly 10 new plants, and then put the original root back into the garden, and within a couple of weeks you'll have new leaves. So there you go. That's a quick, easy and simple way of propagating new comfrey plants. As I said, comfrey plants are absolutely amazing fertilizer for anybody that grows fruits or vegetables. This is a plant I believe you really need. So there you go. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, in the not too distant future I'll be making more videos about comfrey. I'll be showing you how to mulch them, mulch the leaves. I'll also be showing you how to turn your comfrey leaves and stems into a brilliant liquid fertilizer, and how to make the actual liquid fertilizer processor, which is basically just made out of a piece of old gutter pipe, or you can use an old bucket. But stay tuned to my YouTube channel, subscribe if you'd like to, and in the future there'll be more videos about the magical comfrey plant. Anyway, thanks for watching, I'll see you soon.